Hello everyone, the Duke here, and today I wanted to show off my Coleman CT100U, your squished mini bike that has been severely modified. I bought this for $350 like this and really haven't done anything with it. As you can see, it's got a much bigger engine, same type of engine or size engine that's on this one, which I guess I'll make another video about on this one just to suck out more views from y'all. They put an air filter on, no idea what that's doing, something probably PCV valve related, and then they moved the tank up. They also put the exhaust on as well, and it's extremely loud. I probably need to put a little muffler on it, but what I figured I'd do is I would talk about it, then I'd drive around, then I'd talk about it more because I think it really bothers my neighbors. That's primarily why I'm driving it, but without further ado, let's go ahead to the startup process. We got to enable the fuel, then the air, we got to put the carb, or not the carb, choke, and then we go, yay, yay. There we go. My phone warns me. It says, "Oh, you've got an activity alert from abnormal sound." Yeah. Wonder what could cause that. Ooh, the lengths I go to keep this neighborhood youthful. This was $350 again, just like this. I've done none of this modification, and while I do like it, how do I say it? It got us into the world of Colemans and all these little mini bikes, and we got to see one of these things, which is far more comfortable to ride and also way cooler compared to this one. Because there actually is a CT200U that is just like this, except way bigger, like that size one, like here. Although this one is a CT200, but it's the UEX, which is the cool version. The U is just the boring version that looks like this. And I'm kind of conflicted, I like this, it's fun, it's ridiculous, but it's not that cool compared to that one. And, I also, because it's modified, I don't necessarily feel comfortable messing with all this stuff. Because on a blank slate, completely stock, you can modify it, you can follow tutorials, because there is a ton of people online that modify these things to their heart's content. I mean, there are some people sticking ridiculous engines far bigger than this one, because this is a 212 Predator from Monster Scooter Parts. I honestly might get rid of it and get like a bigger version of it, because I saw one that was for like $350 unmodified, and I was like, hey, I could just swap it out because that's what I paid for this one, and it's got a big motor on it. The one funkiness about this thing, let's see if I can move it right here. This thing was bent to crap, the chain tensioner, and right here the master link was the way they did it is they had 2 screws and then 2 nuts on the end. So every time it would do a rotation, it would catch on here and just rip it to shreds, and that's what I think led to it eventually being bent and the chain constantly coming off. And what I have here is not hit the GoPro. What I have here is not the perfect solution, because there is no clip on here, as if you've noticed. It's only being held in by tension because the chain's being pulled back by the chain tensioner. It's not optimal, but I have not been able to find a long enough master link to go right here. It's ridiculous. I've looked online, I've looked in stores, and what's funny is this chain broke on here, but the master link for it that I got from the store was way too long. And so I don't know what's going on with these things. It's pretty ridiculous. And I haven't had any issues with it since I put that on, but I feel like if I took it off road, it would definitely come off and would be quite annoying. So yeah, that's basically it. I figured if I sold it, I'd want to at least have a video about it. And also, of course, I could just show about how ridiculous this thing is and spread the good word of Coleman mini bike modification, because I had no idea there was such a large community of people who loved these bikes and can do ridiculous things with them like this right here. Because I think this guy actually built it, the guy I bought it from, for his daughter. Which, I mean, hey, great gift right there. Something I might do is I might just take this exhaust and stick it on this thing. Because if you look, I mean, it's bolt-on. It's also, this is a weird exhaust. I mean, come on. It completely stifles it. It's too quiet, If your motor doesn't annoy everyone around you in a 50-foot radius, do you really have a good enough exhaust? But yeah, This is the Coleman CT100U, heavily modified with a 212cc engine, and it is a blast. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, one of the things about this is these things will beat you to death. They'll beat your hands, because my hands after I got off were just shaking. You gotta wear really thick gloves, because otherwise, my hands are still shaking. I don't understand why it's so bad. But also, again, I don't know if you noticed this, but like on this one and on the bigger version compared to the newer version, this one has suspension. This one does not have suspension. And you know, that really goes a long way. And again, I'm only driving in the neighborhoods here. I'm not having to, you know, go off and go, but nevertheless, I could see it being a good deal. Hopefully this video isn't complete gibberish. I feel like it is, but nevertheless, I wanted to make it because, hey, these things are so much fun and they're so ridiculous. And if you're looking into getting a Coleman CT100U, there's plenty of them online on Facebook or OfferUp. I'd highly recommend getting one of these. Probably not the small one, but maybe the bigger one, just to try it, just because it's for a kid. But they are a ton of fun and they're very easy to modify. I'd say they're even easier to modify than my my Coleman moped, which is funny. All I have is Colemans. But hope you enjoyed the video. And this has been the Duke, signing off.